Welcome to the Our Footprint Team Train.
As one of our core values is safety first in everything we do, please pause the video so yourself, one of your fellow staff members or your manager can start the session off with a short safety moment. The impact that a person, company or activity has on their environment is referred to as a footprint. As a large, world-leading food and support services company, Compass Group has a significant impact on the environment in many regions around the world and within Australia. Through the various activities that Compass Group undertakes, either directly or on behalf of its clients, we have the opportunity to minimise our footprint and make it a positive one. We aim to do this by setting the very highest standards for the quality of service we provide, the way we run our business, and the way we act as individual employees of Compass Group. At all times, we will act with integrity and aim to be fair, honest, and open. We have both a legal and moral responsibility to consider the social impacts of our activities at all levels of the business and measure the success of our business not just in economic terms, but also in terms of environmental and social aspects. Let's look firstly at our environmental footprint. Compass Group Australia recognises that it has an impact on the environment when operating its business. It is therefore our aim to reduce the negative environmental impacts caused by our business and operate in a responsible and sustainable manner. It is important that everyone displays environmental responsibility in all areas within their control, regardless of their position. Examples of day-to-day behaviours include ensuring you prevent or minimise any release of pollutants into the environment as a result of your work activities, properly disposing of all waste materials and consider energy efficiency in all aspects of their work by taking steps to save energy wherever practicable, using microfiber to reduce chemical and water usage, careful menu planning to avoid overproduction, using a switch on and off checklist to ensure equipment is only operated when required, and implementing a targeted preventative maintenance program to ensure equipment operates efficiently. We are committed to the Compass Group Australia environmental policy and the achievement of continual improvement in environmental performance. As a group, Compass purchases goods and services from a wide variety of suppliers, from large international organisations to specialist local suppliers. We pay particular attention to ethical and sustainable sourcing, environmental impact and performance, and our interactions with our suppliers and customers. Where possible, we source food and ingredients from growers and producers local to our units to minimise our carbon footprint caused by transport and to support local communities. We place great emphasis on sustainable sourcing to minimise the impact on our environment and protect resources from future generations. This is one of the reasons why we have such a strictly controlled preferred supplier listing. Here are some examples of sustainable sourcing. For the first activity, let's discuss how you have implemented or how you could implement other environmentally focused best practice to minimise our footprint. Possible responses you might have come up with may have included food dehydrator to divert food waste from general waste to recycling onto garden beds, low-flow AAA rated shower heads and faucets, replace failed incandescent light bulbs with low-energy alternatives such as fluoros and LEDs. Use timers on lighting, heating, ventilation and watering systems. Use of mulch on garden beds to minimise water use and evaporation. Use of pool covers to reduce water evaporation. Plan transport times and routes to minimise duplication or carpool. Use pre-prepared and cut vegetables to reduce waste and transport requirements. Our business practices also leave a large footprint or impact. Compass Group Australia is committed to ensuring that all our interactions are conducted in accordance with the guiding principles of responsible and ethical trading. We are a global company. Our success and future depends on many factors, including each of us acting professionally, responsibly, and in accordance with the standards set out in 2 key documents. the Code of Business Conduct, and the Code of Ethics. Our Code of Business Conduct sets out our commitment on how to do business in a fair way, treating everyone, customers, colleagues, investors, suppliers and subcontractors, as well as the wider community, with honesty, integrity and respect. The behaviour and actions of every one of us, every day, everywhere in Australia, will impact on our company's reputation. Every individual employee in Compass Group shares a responsibility to uphold these standards and to conduct our business in a professional, safe, ethical and responsible manner. Our Code of Ethics outlines our obligations when dealing with the various stakeholders we have to interact with: employees, clients and customers, investors, suppliers and contractors, governments and wider communities, and general implementation of and compliance with these policies. Our people are our most valuable asset. They are key to the success of the business. Our Code of Conduct and Code of Ethics support our number one operational priority, which is that Compass is committed to providing a safe and secure working environment to all employees and to promote best practice across Compass. We also expect similar high standards from our suppliers and contractors. Compass respects and values the individuality and diversity that every employee brings to the business, and we seek to create a positive, open working environment wherever we operate. Compass aims to recruit and promote employees on the basis of their suitability for the job without discrimination. Once employed, we expect that all employees should be treated fairly and with respect. We will not tolerate harassment or bullying of any kind in the workplace against our employees or our suppliers, business partners or clients. Compass Group recognise that giving and accepting of gifts and or hospitality can be part of building and maintaining normal business relationships and have developed a policy in relation to this practice. However, it is important to protect the integrity of Compass Group and its employees and ensure that individual members of staff are not compromised by the acceptance, rejection or offering of gifts or hospitality. You must always seek approval from your line manager before offering or accepting any gift or hospitality. However, offering or accepting minor gifts such as cakes, calendars and stationery of an estimated value of less than $20 is generally considered appropriate, such that no specific approval or disclosure is required. As a business, Compass holds personal data about employees, our clients, suppliers, and other third parties. It's crucial that we ensure that the confidential nature of any such personal data, either in physical form or stored electronically, is kept secure at all times. Passwords, keys, and security codes must never be shared. This restricted access is to ensure that personal data is not provided to unauthorised persons, either in or outside of Compass. Our reputation is based on the standards we set for the quality of services we provide, our operating controls and practices, and our ethics and integrity. If these standards are compromised, we undermine our reputation, so it is important to raise any concerns with your manager. However, if you feel you're unable to do so for whatever reason, then there are other avenues to raise your concerns, including Speak Up. Speak Up is a group-wide facility in Compass for our people to confidentially raise their concerns over actions and behaviour they feel may be improper, unsafe, unethical, or even illegal. Employees can do this via a confidential telephone helpline and website, which is run by an independent specialist provider and is available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. For our second activity, discuss real-life examples you've seen through various news channels, either on the television, the web, printed or social media, where the actions of individuals have a negative or adverse impact on the company they worked for, the sport club they played for, the community, or simply reflected poorly on themselves. Possible responses you might have come up with may have included football players getting drunk and displaying aggressive or foul behaviour in public, corporate directors providing their inside knowledge to friends and family to make money from share trades, politicians using taxpayer-funded helicopters instead of cars, local government officials influencing town planning departments to rezone areas where they own land, or football governing bodies accepting payment from governments. Ultimately, our various policies and processes such as the Code of Conduct, Code of Business Conduct, our values and our safety culture are underpinned by some key principles, and rather than asking you to remember the specific details of each of these documents, it is more important that everyone understands the principles behind these policies and processes. So we developed 5 golden rules everyone should know to summarise what we ask of our employees in relation to conduct, attitude and priorities while at work. Number 1. Health and safety is our number 1 priority. Make sure it is your number 1 priority too. Number 2. Corruption, bribery, or an illegal activity of any kind is strictly prohibited. Number 3. Treat your colleagues fairly and without discrimination. Number 4. Always be professional, polite, honest and transparent when dealing with clients, consumers, suppliers, and colleagues. And number 5. Don't do anything which might damage the reputation of Compass Group. Together, let's come up with a few suggestions or actions for the Planning for Improvement form to make our site better and safer. If you have any questions regarding our footprint, please do not hesitate to discuss this with your co-workers or your manager. Thank you for your time and attention today.